Find that. Hey everyone, welcome back to day 4 of our 40 Days of Purpose. I'm Pastor Daniel, and today's guest is Jim. Hey Jim, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. It's good
Thanks for
to
having me.
see you. Yeah, glad you're here. It's good to see you virtually through the camera, even though we can't be together in person. This is still good enough.
That's
It's
all
good
we
enough.
got these days.
Yeah, we have to deal with what we have, or do best, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's move forward. All right, here we go. Today's big idea for day 4 is you are made to last forever. You are made to last forever. And a lot of good quotes in here today as well. But
Yeah.
one of them talked about how God has planted eternity in our hearts. So there's something within us that knows, every person knows there's something more than just the here and now. But as we read through the reading, it really talked about how important it was for us to focus not on the here and now, but to focus the here and now on the truth that
hmm
forever is coming. So what jumped out to you and really impacted your life today?
Well, first, I think what jumped out of me was, in day-to-day living, you know, pandemic or no pandemic, I think, and even in this time where I've had so much time in my hands to think and be by myself, and um, I don't find myself thinking a lot about eternity, and that was convicting as I uh, as I read through the passage.
Yeah, I don't think it's maybe natural for us to get up and start thinking about eternity. In fact, there was a quote that really stood out to me that said, "You've heard the phrase, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. Don't
hmm
miss this." And
Yeah,
I've heard that, and I've even used that even when we took a trip a couple years ago. And I was like, that was like a trip of a lifetime.
right.
And so it, the reading said it's more, what God has for us is more than an opportunity of a lifetime, but God offers you an opportunity beyond your lifetime. The Bible says God's plans endure forever and his purposes last eternally.
hmm
So our here and now is a reflection or a preparation for what's going to be coming in the future as well. So when understanding that we're made to last forever, what changes do you see happening in your life as a result of that understanding?
well, it's really everything. It means a lot. It's kind of changing the way that you think and the decisions that you make. It's completely changing your values when you start to live um, in light of eternity instead of kind of focusing on um, the day-to-day things in my own life, my own achievements, my own success. Which I mean, your job and the things that you do and things you accomplish are good,
Right.
but it kind of puts those things into perspective. Like instead of kind of making those things my main focus, loving and serving others as God has called us to do, and spending more time with them. Kind of becomes our preparation for eternity. Um,
Yeah, that's good
yeah,
because what you're saying is like instead of your job being the focus of your life and what causes you to feel better or worse about yourself, it puts it in perspective because God's purpose is what makes you feel at peace with God. And so that if you lose
right.
your job, you're not destroyed by that. I mean, it has
Mhm.
its implications for sure but it won't destroy you as a person. And if you succeed at your job, it doesn't inflate your ego to where you think you're God. And so
Right.
it kind of protects us from both things as well. So that's good. We're about out of time, but what final thoughts do you have for us today?
Well, as we think about living life in light of eternity, I just would hope and pray that uh, we would love each other more. We would spend more time with God, um, more time in prayer. Um,
Mm.
all those things that, as it says in the reading here, every act of our lives strikes some chord that will vibrate in eternity. And I think loving and serving each other, and spending more time with God certainly strikes a bigger chord than focusing entirely on ourselves.
Yeah.
So um, yeah, that was all I had.
Amen. Well, thanks. The final way I'll close it today is The verse to remember today is 1 John chapter 2, verse 17. And it says, "This world is fading away along with everything it craves. But if you do the will of God, you will live forever." And so I want to encourage everyone to continue with your reading, text your partners and discuss with them the day's reading. If you're not up to date, it's fine. We're only on day 4. You can still get caught up, and we would love to hear more from you. So I want to encourage you. Jim, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
You are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend.
You too, sir.
And for everyone else, we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.